Not to toot my own horn, but I did that myself. And you can too. Welcome back to the Cobra Pit, whether you're a longtime viewer or a new subscriber like Lanny Dabney Jr. I see you. I appreciate every single one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Now, this is a full body matte PPF kit, not a vinyl wrap. I fell in love with PPF when I got it put on my Model 3 and Model X in 2020. PPF stands for Paint Protection Film, and that's exactly what it does. Usually it's a clear film that's thick enough to prevent rock, chips, and light bumps and things of that nature. Things that would normally damage your car. But this one is matte. Here's some damage on my buddy's Model 3. He has a ceramic coating, but that won't protect from rocks. This is what the front of my Lexus looked like with no protection at all. All kinds of dings and scratches, yellowing headlights, you know the drill. It was pretty messed up. Now I got the clear PPF only on the front and side mirrors because, wait for it, it was $2,500. To do the whole car would have been $6,000. And that was 3 years ago. So when I called around to get a quote for my Model Y today, I got a full PPF between $6,500 to $8,000. Yeah, man. So I only got the front done of my Model 3 and my Model X, but in hindsight, I kind of wish that I would have done the whole car. There's little dings and scratches and nicks all over the sides that, would have been prevented if I had a PPF on it. So this is where DriveProtected comes in. They offer partial or full PPF for you to install yourself for a fraction of the price. I decided to go with matte full PPF to give it that stealth look. It really takes my midnight silver Model Y and shows off its nice lines and curves. You can get full matte for $3,000 if you use my discount code. This code will give you 20% off on their site, which will bring the price well below 50% of how much you would pay if you went to an installer. Yes, they are professionals, but man, less than half off. Even if you decide to just do the front, that's a huge saving. Now you might be thinking, DIY, I can't do that myself, and you won't. You won't with that attitude, but remember this. You care about your car way more than any installer will. Now you can learn it. You have to put in the work though. Watch their videos, follow their manuals, do the prep work, but it is doable and it's kind of rewarding afterwards. Of course, there's trial and error, but the material is very forgiving, and I was able to correct many mistakes by just, removing and reapplying. So it is very doable. The pieces are perfectly cut to fit on your car. There are some areas that you need to stretch to fit, but it works out. I did not do a perfect job, but I'm proud of what I've done, and I love the way it looks. Like, for real, I love it. This is definitely doable. I'm sure that I could do it myself, but I have my wife with me, and she loves projects like these, so we tag teamed it. So here are some tips that I have for you. Set aside 2 or 3 days to do this. I did mine in a weekend. It took me 8 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday. A third day would have been nice, but we had to put in that work. Yeah, I'm telling you, 16 hours on a weekend for a first timer. I had to put that work in. Secondly, cut out all the pieces before installing. This will help you so you'll have a lot more manageable piece for you to put on your car. Get a knee pad, a heat gun, a chair, a thermos to keep the water hot, diabetic needles to pop some holes when you're all done. You're gonna need some good lighting because you'll be able to see those specks or hairs a lot easier. Number 5, use lots of slip solution. Be generous with it. It's going to make everything easier. Number 6, the front and rear bumpers are the hardest, but start in the center and work your way out to stretch it to fit it. Number 7, like I said, don't be afraid to pull up and reapply. And number 8, like I said, read the manual and follow the video tips. It'll help you out a lot. I bought distilled water. I ended up using about 3 gallons, some baby shampoo, and a pack of like 20 microfiber cloths. My car was brand new, so when I washed it before installing, I wanted to use a different rack for each part of the car to prevent cross-contamination and have some grains of sand or whatever scratching the paint. I used DriveProtected foam soap that does not have any harsh chemicals in it. Okay, now it's time to wrap. They included diagrams with order of areas to tack down. The tack solution is just hot distilled water to hold the film down. The slip solution is your best friend. It's distilled water with baby shampoo. This helps move the film around freely, and you apply it to the top to help the squeegee move over. Each piece is nicely rolled and labeled. We started with the hood because of it being a pretty even surface. This was to help build our confidence and just get us familiar with the process. You can choose which cutouts you want. I wanted the hood tee cutout. And these cutouts are typically the first areas to tack down. Make sure to keep the front open so you don't run into issues like this. Shaking my head. Next, we worked on the bumper, which was a workout. The toe hitch was first, and then you just stretch it all out. Put a little elbow grease in it, lots of slip solution, and use a tack solution to hold it on the end. The pillars were my favorite because they were the easiest. But following all the diagrams and videos when you need them will make this a lot easier. Make sure to rinse off all the edges and let them dry before tucking them in. The doors, the back, everything has lines that you can easily follow. Get it on the crease and just work all the solution out of it. The first day I did the front and one side. The next day I did the other side and the back. The next day I was able to get a good look at any bubbles or hairs that slipped in. Air bubbles can be popped from the side with the needle. Once you puncture it, press it out or use a heat gun if you have one. I noticed a dog hair right by the dual motor logo cutout. And it was there for 2 days. I wasn't able to do anything yet. On the third day, I was able to remove it. I had time to use a lot of slip solution, spray it, get it out, and then go ahead and lay it back down. I'm laughing because I kept staring at it every time I walked up to my car, and I was like, that's ugly. Fix that, fix that. But I got around to finally doing it, and you can't even tell that anything happened. Like I said, this is a real project, but it's also really rewarding. It was great bonding time with my wife, and it's something that we can look back and feel proud of. Again, it's not perfect, but it looks amazing, especially for the price. Now I'm still finding a few bubbles here and there, and that's an easy fix. But I actually have enough confidence to do this again. I kind of want to do it to my Model X, you know. I like to keep my cars twinning. I tried to show the challenging areas and different angles, but trust me, watching the DriveProtected videos will be 10 times better than my videos. I'm just here to share with you the most challenging parts and a few tips and show you the final results. So hope you liked it. Hey, link in the description with the discount code. Tell me your thoughts. You know, are you willing to take on this challenge? Do you feel confident the way I did? And you know what? I'm ready to do it again. Who got a car? Who got a car around here that, you know, you want me to come install it for you? Nah, I ain't doing all that. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all. You can do it. For real, you can do it.